38 HRL Sequoia here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And in the brochure you'll see these listed as residential vehicles, kind of as a cute play on words from, recreational vehicles. And when I first saw it I was like, yeah, that's funny, whatever. And then I started looking at it and I couldn't agree more. It is the perfect description for something like this. It still obviously fills all the criteria you'd expect from a fifth wheel, especially of something this class and caliber. Like, you can clearly see here the true high gloss sheen on this. You can see the reflection of our shop right next to this thing. The thicker frames, the stronger support that goes into this, the better construction. A lot of that is just plainly evident. But what I love about this is again, the residential class. It's upscale without being in your face. It doesn't have to really, throw it out there that this is a beautiful piece. It justifies itself in a dignified sort of way. It has a class about it, just an air of quality that you don't normally see a lot of times anymore. Everything has to be so flashy and in your face. This is just very understated and calm and quiet, but beautiful and elegant at the same time. You'll see things on here. Being a big fifth wheel, they have upgraded the pin box as a standard item to the trail air system, so that you do have a better ride while you're reaching your destination, because you do still have to get it there. A lot of people look at a Sequoia and say, well, it's perfect for, I'm going to leave that somewhere I'm going to park, or it'd be my seasonal home, and that is an awesome use for these. They're still very towable, but they are awesome for seasonal use. Now, we will generally upgrade these with things like generator prep if you want to add a generator to them. Right here you see in this particular unit we have upgraded the leveling system to a 6-point level up system. Now, that's a quick thing to mention. We add a lot of features and upgrades to these sometimes that are not always present on every single Sequoia that we bring in. So this video doesn't necessarily represent every single 38 HRL that we sell. It's just, this is kind of here for educational purposes, to show you what these are like and what they're about. Always double check our picture tours to make sure things like your fabric colors are right, and double check our listing, make sure we got the right options listed for your wants and needs. Now, what we're looking at here is a humongous pass-through storage underbelly, thanks to the drop frame system here. But notice too, this 32-inch flat screen, which we keep new in the box until you take it home, so you're the first people to touch it, that mounts right here on this bracket. Now, when you reach your destination, you pull it down like you see here. You have a nice outdoor entertainment center protected from the wind and the elements. And then, when you leave, it simply recesses up thanks to a pair of gas assist struts, so that it rides up out of the way. You don't have to dismount the TV every time you reach a destination. I love stuff like that. Now, this has a pretty good size awning to begin with. It's about a 20-foot awning. But with the door side slide out here, you cut down on your awning potential. So we will generally install a second awning right on the face of the slide here, so that you regain your full awning length. That's something that I like about these. This actually has far more awning space than you can normally dream of. And we will generally, or pardon me, not generally, these are standard with the 4-step entry here. And that is so that, it's easier to get in and out of this rig, because a good sized rig like this, they put good tires on it, and that means that they can be a little taller. Similar to the 4 outside steps, you see triple steps here instead of double steps. Everything in this is a step better, no pun intended, on the step terminology, but everything in this is a notch better. Everything in this is designed to be a class higher. Everything here is designed to be just a little bit more beautiful and classy than what you will typically find at this price point. We have a big residential refrigerator right here. That will give you maximum cold storage capacity, so you're not constantly making trips to the grocery store. Now, real quick, let's look up at the ceiling. Normally, you wouldn't think, well, what is there to talk about in the ceiling? Well, you notice that you do not see the air conditioner. This has a total combined 30,000 BTU air system, twin 15,000 units working in concert together to give you maximum cooling power, but you can't see them, because this has a whisper quiet AC system. This is your air intake right here, and you'll see 4 of these. They split up the air intake so you don't get that big loud roar when your air unit kicks on. Now, we will also generally put in things like a residential ceiling fan to keep a nice cool breeze whipping through your trailer. And above your kitchen, we'll almost always install a wall mount controlled max air ceiling vent fan, so you can raise and lower the lid right from ground level. You don't have to get a ladder. You can turn it off and on. You can set it to work along with your thermostat. It'll keep a lot of the heat from your kitchen where you're cooking right here out of your living room. We will typically upgrade these to a convection microwave, but you notice you still get the normal oven with it. A lot of manufacturers delete the standard oven when you upgrade to the convection. And I don't know what it is, but I am just loving the full stainless steel package in this thing. You know, different strokes for different folks, but that's really jumping out to me. Now, looking, I mean, just the detail work they do, the back side of the island here, a lot of people, if there's no drawers, you wouldn't necessarily be surprised if that was flatter paneling. But they do put full hardwood inserts in here just to really dress this thing up. Every ounce, every nook and cranny of this is really dressed to the nines, you know. Full solid surface countertops, extra power outlets hidden around your island so you can, you know, run toasters and blenders and griddles up here. And again, residential vehicle, we have residential hardware here in the kitchen for you. I love the Sequoia pantry. This thing is awesome. You have huge, mega deep pantry space, and you have these 3 full-size, easy access pull-out drawers here. So, you know, you don't necessarily always have to reach all the way back for stuff. And this is what I like. This top shelf is designed for appliance use. You have a power outlet back there. You can leave extra things like toasters and blenders you don't use all the time plugged in, pull it out, cook some toast, slide it away, close the door. Where'd the blender go? There is no more blender. It's out of the way. You don't have to have it eating up your countertop space. It is so smart. I'm a person who doesn't just talk about these. I go camping. You know, my parents have a big 4-slide mega-sized fifth wheel themselves. Stuff like that, that is awesome. Their countertops are always cluttered with appliances. Electric space heater down here is working to keep the trailer warm here in the living space without burning up all your propane. A lot of manufacturers, Sequoia included, are going to the soundbar system here. It's Bluetooth enabled. So if you want to just, you know, keep your phone in your pocket and listen to whatever music you want through that, you can. And a soundbar is far more organic in nature. It's how your ears are designed to hear sound from one space. The problem with a surround sound system is it is so overwhelming. You can't hear the person next to you without virtually yelling at them. And all of the cabinetry in this is all hardwood. So this isn't lumber core with a wood wrap or with a sticker wrap. This is actual true stained hardwood. All of it, all the way through your slide fascia, not just your cabinet doors, but the stiles as well. Everything in here is top notch. Big giant home theater system, and it is directly across from your theater seating. Each of these seats, I like these. I like this part of the video because I get to kick my feet out. I get to relax. The theater seat's a wall hugger, so you don't have to slide it away from the wall. It's just smart. You just push the buttons, open the slide, and go camping. It's easy living, and it's the best. And this is parked right across from your primary viewing space. King-size hide-a-bed across the rear wall. All 3 sections of this opens up into one giant hide-a-bed. So if you do have a couple of guests, adults that want to join you, perfect. And notice they even have their own little spots back here where you can keep something like a laptop charge when it's not in use. Fold it up, slide it beside the sofa. It's perfect. Again, I told you about the theater seat. You just haven't had a good look at it yet. Let's see here. Oh, the dinette. This is very reminiscent of what you see in motorhomes. You have 2 primary chairs, and then you have 2 extra folding chairs that can come out. The other folding chair here is located up in the closet currently. So right now, you could, with the table extended like this, with this leaf extension, you could easily sit 4 people here. Some guests, some friends, play some cards, have a drink, something like that. Or you can fold it down and just, the 2 of you, Mr. and Mrs., can sit here and have a great time. Now, I really want to point out, this is awesome for me. Watch my feet. I'm 6'3". I'm standing in the slide out. I'm not magically moving or anything like that. And I am very much comfortably well within the slide height here. To me, this is absolutely awesome because a tall guy like me, I hit my head on a daily basis on stuff. Maybe I'm clumsy, but a lot of it is, the world just isn't really suited for tall people. This is a true walk-in living room. And you don't hear a lot about that. You don't hear a lot of people talking about walk-in slide-outs. You hear about walk-in bedrooms or showers in an RV, but never a walk-in slide-out because very few people are willing to offer that. Sequoia here, they build the kind of coach, they can make it happen, and that's what I really love about these. And I love the 3-dimensional woodwork on this. Love that. This is something I really like. a coat closet right when you walk in the RV. And it is very frustrating to me how many times in these high dollar units there's nothing like this. It just doesn't make sense. And I do love the centralized control center here. And this is where your inverter, your generator controls, all that takes place right here. Let's move through the bath. Oh yeah, this is another thing I forgot to talk about before. Your bedroom and bathroom both have pocket doors. So that you don't necessarily, you see how let me show you how I did that here real quick, because I've had people go, what'd you do there? Push up on the top, grab with your finger, and that's how you slide this door open. Why I like this, you don't have a door that swings open and blocks the hallway. It's far easier to get into your bathroom and bedroom here. You don't have to worry about, well, is the door open? Is it closed? Are we going down the road? Is the door smashing around? No, none of that. Now, this is your washer-dryer closet. You could either use as a massive backup pantry or just a huge linen closet, extra hanging wardrobe space, anything you want. That is next to your giant walk-in residential shower here. And again, everything is, you know, I'm on the upper level of the fifth wheel. There's no extra steps from here. Again, plenty of headroom going on in here. Lots and lots of headroom. If you can find me a bigger medicine cabinet, I might pay you $1. I might. And notice that even up here in the bathroom, they stuck with the hard surface countertops, all hardwood, everything, everywhere still. I've seen some manufacturers that once they get to the bedroom level or the bathroom deck, they start to kind of skimp, but you won't run into that here. Again, a true pocket door for your private bedroom up front here. I really like that. I like that privacy. We like to upgrade these to a king bed almost all the time. Queen is standard, but king is optional. We tend to put in there. Storage below if you need it. And this is a, what's it called? iCool. It's like a memory, some gel type system. Basically, the whole idea is that it helps keep you cooler at night. It circulates heat easier. It dissipates heat more quickly and readily. And you'll sleep better most of the time. Again, remember that up here in the bedroom, you are still tapping into that full 30,000 BTU central air system, but notice you have a second thermostat here. So they can kind of run one a little more front, one a little more back. What's neat is with a $9 adapter, you could cut down to just using one of the air units and take this to a 30 amp site instead of a 50 amp. You're really roughing it here with a 32-inch flat screen in your bedroom. Very impressive. Again, everything's all hardwood. We have a true walk-in bedroom closet. Everything is just top-notch. I can't say enough of how impressed I am with these. It brings back that class that fifth wheels had for so long that at some point it got lost to the features and flair and sizzle. And while that stuff is fun, to me this is living. This is beautiful. If I was going to park something somewhere, this is what I'd want it to look like. Give us a call. 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Happy camping.